Yes, my friends, welcome back. Obviously, with a game of this magnitude, I had to stream tonight. And I'm hoping tonight is going to be the night where special things can happen, yeah? Like, I'm going into this game with no expectations. Like, I'm not putting anything out there in the universe right now. I'm expecting nothing. And I think at moments like this here, when you're expecting nothing, this is when good things can come to you. So I'm keeping things very humble tonight. Obviously, we're seeing the lineup, 3-5-2. I think all of us kind of guessed it was going to be a 3-5-2 type of thing tonight. Obviously, we need to match them in midfield. And I think it's quite interesting that Ancelotti is using Valverde in the middle of midfield to add more like bite and more like strength in midfield against Kante and everyone. I mean, I'm sure guys at Madrid are having nightmares about N'Golo Kante. Like, last time he was fully fit against Real Madrid, this guy absolutely wiped the floor with these guys in midfield. So, you know, Enzo, Kante and Cover tonight, please. You're going to be the guy that has that license to get forward a bit, yeah? Please, my friend, you have to take these moments when it comes. I know you want to score against Real Madrid. I know you're fuming about the lack of final appearances you've made. I know you're fuming that you were never really seen as that guy at Real Madrid. Now's your time. Now's your time to get them. Please, please. I'm not asking for too much. But anyway, it's great to see all you guys here right now. Obviously, Keith, what's up? Morel, 3-0. 3-0 our way, yeah? I'm hoping we're talking about 3-0 our way. Like, no, like, bad juju, no negativity today, yeah? Obviously, let me go on SofaScore right now. And let's try and look at things from a tactical perspective. Let me just find my way to SofaScore. Sometimes using OBS can be a little bit fiddly, very fiddly. Like, you have to really be on point 24/7. But anyway, we're here now. The lineups are there. Camavinga as a left back. I mean, this guy, 1v1 defensively, this guy can tackle. So I'm not looking at Camavinga thinking, oh, this is definitely a weak area. Maybe Real Madrid want us to think that's the case by focusing more attacks down there. Like, we can't be complacent. Camavinga has been doing a job at left back. Like, when you're playing at Madrid, so you have the license to get forward. So you're not even necessarily playing in your half throughout the game. So, you know, Camavinga, definitely watch out for. Valverde, Kroos and Modric. Valverde is going to be very interesting in that midfield three now. But I do feel like with Enzo now, with a bit, you know, Jorginho was good tactically reading the game, interceptions, counter pressing, but if he had more physicality, if he was stronger, you know, if he had more muscle mass, I think he'd be a better player for it, to be honest. And I think Enzo coming in, this guy's been contesting for duels after duels after duels, and he adds so much more bite and fight to our midfield. So it's going to be a real battle now, you know, like Cover and Modric down that sides. With Valverde and Kante on the right, and Enzo and Kroos. Oh, that's going to be exciting to see what actually happens with that one. But going down to us as well too, 3-5-2, Felix and Sterling. Before I continue on, I've got a super chat from Roking. Appreciate that, bro. The lineup looks promising. The lineup does definitely look promising right now. I think we all kind of guessed we're going to see Sterling and Felix. You know, Sterling runs in straight lines. Sterling gets in behind. Sterling stretches, and I think, you know, as I was saying in my preview before I got taken down, like, do you understand how frustrating my morning has been? Waking up, realizing that video got blocks. And then on top of that too, the Virgin in my area was down for the entirety of the day. Like, I didn't actually start working until the evening time. So I wasn't even able to do a replacement video or even do a news video or nothing like that. So it's just been a very unfortunate day. So I'm hoping this unfortunate ain't going to continue. And to be fair, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, the barber came through today. Obviously, shout out to the barber for coming through. You know, he's making things a bit better right now. So let's go back to the lineup right now. Felix. I think Felix is the guy I'm looking at, because you have to realize this guy's here on loan. He is here on loan right now. And we're doing a lot in terms of showing him this is how much we believe in you. This is how much we want to use you. There's times we're building the system around him, doing what we can to really get the maximum value and best out of him from this loan spell. It's obvious that we want this guy to stay, and it seems like Felix is interested too. The guy is promising. His performances have been getting better, but I'm waiting for the performance from Felix. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for him to really take hold of a game, to really produce a spectacular moment. There's been a lot of nearly moments, you know. There's been a lot of, he was close, like, nearly moments. But tonight, this has to be the night that there's no more nearly moments anymore. This is the night that he's taken advantage, that he's capitalizing, that he's really announcing himself. And I feel like with all the good faith we've shown towards Felix since he's arrived here on loan, this is the game he can really announce himself and really make his transfer here just like dead obvious right now. So Felix hasn't actually scored any goals against Real Madrid. He was at Atletico Madrid for a few years. I don't think he's recorded a single assist against Real Madrid either. So in terms of there's context, of course, the way Atletico Madrid are playing, very defensive, losing quite a lot of these big games too over the years. Your stats are going to get, of course, affected by stuff like that. But this is a moment for him to really, 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 really show what he's about right now. And I think Real Madrid's the perfect position for that. So Felix, man, tonight, I want to see big things. I want to see a great performance. I really want to see that right now. I'm looking at that defense side, and to be fair with you guys, this is the area where I'm not really nervous at all, to keep things real. I'm looking at that right-hand side now for Fofana and Reece James. I think Vinicius Jr. is going to have a tough game today. Because even if Reece James is like caught further out the field, Fofana has the legs. Fofana has those long legs, his cover distance is quicker, very explosive type of player too. Very good 1v1. And this guy's sick defending in the wide areas too. So I know Fofana's to be relishing playing, and I'm sure Reece James has given him a few pointers on here's what you do, here's how you show him to this sides, here's how you keep up with him, don't fall for this, don't fall for that. These guys are going to be talking. So it's going to be a great battle between Vinny and Reece James. Round 3 actually now. Round 3. And I think actually this is probably the perfect time because we've played some great European encounters against Real Madrid over the past few seasons. It has been really impressive against them. And these are the games right now where everyone's been excited for this game. The whole UK's been waiting to see this game. The whole of Europe's been waiting to see Real Madrid versus Chelsea right now. So, let's hope both teams deliver. But that's testament to the great encounters, the battles we've had against Real Madrid recently. I mean, history statistically is on our side, right? Obviously, we've won more trophies against them, got more wins. We're one of the few. We're like one of those teams where we'll have a mad record against Real Madrid, but then a terrible record against God knows who. But this team, these matches. It's European heritage, in my opinion. So I'm more than excited. I'm more than gassed for this game right now. I'm just really hoping that these guys are prepared, man. As I was saying in my preview, like, our main issue is that I've got no fear for Real Madrid. No, I don't think any of us should, but it's more the fact that I'm fearful of us. We're our worst enemies. Like, how many times are we playing games where we're the better team for maybe, 70% of the game? But them details, man. Those details every single time come back to bite us. That's a player missing a chance, someone not taking an opportunity, a silly defensive mistake, poor team defending, just something that can just happen within the game. And we're straight back to Route 1 again. In a game like this tonight, we can't be doing that because Real Madrid, they take advantage. They're killers. Like, these guys are the kings of Europe. These guys are European champions for a reason. So tonight, this has to be a game of focus, man. It's got to be a focused game where people are taking their moments, they're playing without fear, they're not in their heads, not doubting themselves. It's got to be pure decision making, man. It really has to, because if we do that, who knows what happens tonight, right? But anyway, let me answer some of your questions. Game is going to be starting in the next 11 minutes right now. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me rambling on about this game. But anyway, let's go through some of these questions right now. Noki, hope we can shoot on target, bro. I think that's what we're hoping for. I think that's what I've been praying for. That's what I prayed for before I went to bed last night. Ricky Jones, we can do it. Come on, yes, that's it, Ricky. Like, sometimes us online supporters just have to not be so cynical all the time. Like, we can get way too cynical. Like, you don't really even see any support. So yeah, I don't like to go into games with any like bad will, or I'm quite superstitious like that. So tonight, I've got faith in these guys that they're not going to let us down. So let's hope these guys do it. Aditya, I think Cover would shine first 25, 30 minutes and then he'll be back to his normal self. But recently his form has got a bit better. I'm hoping that the standard for this second half of the season right now, he's against his former team. And at least we know we can rely upon this guy in like tense moments to keep the ball. So I'm hoping that Cover's not going to have any terrible moments. But to be fair, historically, I mean, how often is he really getting caught out on the ball and then we're conceding from that? So yeah, let's hope Cover's going to be on form tonight. Actually, with this formation, I believe we can do better. Yeah. And what I like to is that we have tons of options on the bench. I mean, we've got Mount, Mudryk, who else? You know, guys. I don't think Ziyech. Yeah, Pulisic. There's a few guys on the bench that can turn things around. And if Lampard has to change things up in the second half, like, I don't know, like 4 at the back or 3-4-3 instead, we have the options to do that. And we have the options to seal this game out. So one thing I'll give Frank is that when he was our manager, I felt like his substitutions were decent. Like, he doesn't waste too much time. I think his decision making wasn't too bad. And there's a few times he's making subs where these guys are coming on to score goals and affect the game. So obviously it wasn't like that every single time. But I think it worked in our favour more times than it didn't. And I think we saw that the most during that lockdown era, during quarantine times, where our form is what basically secured us European football. So we have the options. And I think Mudryk is the guy that we're all going to collectively hope is going to produce something. I mean, he has played well against Real Madrid in 4 games against them now, and he got a standing ovation at the Bernabeu. So you can't be getting that for no reason. And I think, like, when we play in Europe, I think that the way the game's played just kind of suits us a little bit more now. I feel like there's a bit more space. Like, teams try to play football against us. Like, our main, like, if teams didn't park the bus, if we never had to face that, we're not this far down the table. If we didn't face that team, that is our main thing. But in Europe, most teams aren't playing that way. So hopefully we have moments to pick Madrid off in the transition. And I think Felix tonight, this guy's going to be key in regards to what we can do, because he has to link that midfield and attack. But let me answer some more questions. Jan, hi Nini. I was calling 3-5-2 to be the correct way to play this game. Do you have any stream links? That is a very good point. Do I have any stream links? I should have some stream links. I'm going to go to my history and find out what one I used before. So you guys bear with me. And I'm going to post it on the top comment. It's going to be pinned. I always do that. And there's always like 10 people saying, do you have a link? Do you have a link? It's going to be posted. It's going to be pinned. So just bear with me for that. But let me answer another question as I'm like fiddling away. Yeah, that sounds a bit mad, right? Anyway, Andres, what is your opinion on the Sterling Felix front two? I think for the context of this game, I'm looking at Kai Havertz. I'm just not relying on Kai to finish anything, to be fair with you. I just don't think he's that guy for that, really. And I do think against Real Madrid, you want to have as much pace as possible. You know, in a few seconds, you could be in on goal. And I think Raheem Sterling is a lot more comfortable, actually, in these 1v1 moments. I mean, at Man City, he was constantly in these moments. This guy was scoring bare goals at Man City. And that's from leading the line. I just think that Kai, because I've watched a lot of his like comps and highlights and stuff like that during his time at Leverkusen. And the only thing I came with is that I think this guy's a lot more comfortable when he's like, you know, ghosting inside the box when he's unmarked. Because he has more time, I guess, to think about where he's going to finish, what he's going to do. But when he's leading the line, he just doesn't have that composure. Like, you can't rely upon that. So this is why I think Raheem Sterling has to play today. And I think if you have a Joao Felix, he needs like a good outlet. And I think with Sterling's pace and behind, at least Felix will be playing balls behind if moments like that come up. So I think it's a fairly balanced one. But I think there's even more responsibility on Felix now. I think with Kai was playing alongside him, these guys are sharing duties. But I think with Raheem Sterling, even though he's going to be doing his thing, he's going to have to obviously maintain that stamina for them runs in behind and stuff. So Felix tonight, let's hope for big things. Okay, like there is, if you guys are looking for streams, you can Google Total Sport Tech. That definitely does work as well too. We got like, 5 more minutes until the game starts. Wow. Exciting times. Simba, big up Nini, hope you're good. Yeah, I'm very good, man. I've got my haircut today. When I get a haircut, yeah, my mood just can't go down. Like for the next 24 hours, I'm going to be in gas mode right now. Taku, Felix and Sterling to nail it. Let's hope, man. Colin, Nini, what is the starting lineup? I just missed it. I'm going to be putting it straight back there. But let me fast forward my Let me fast forward the scrolling text. Maybe that's going to make things a bit better for you in the moment. Yeah, I've put the line up here. It's on screen now. So, but anyway, let me answer the next few questions. I just kind of zoned out then. Yusuf, don't you think we are inviting pressure? I think you have to invite a bit of pressure. Like Real Madrid, yeah, they like to play with the ball, play possession. But, you know, they do give you time to play as well too. So, yeah, I'm more than fine with that personally. Wendy, yes, Wendy. I would have liked to see Kai or Mason playing instead of cover. They seem like they'd be more harmful going forward. Wendy, you're so right, and that's my only slight concern. But obviously, you have to pick your battles, right? We have 90 minutes to try and win the game or get a result. We've got subs we can turn to. I think maybe starting like this maybe is the safest, more like responsible way to start the game, right? But my only thing is that where is that goal threat coming? Like I would have loved if maybe like Kante was more in the middle, Enzo is like bombing forward, because Enzo can get goals inside the books. But he's for this team right now, he has to be sitting deep so he can start spraying them passes. But this is what I mean. I'm looking at Ben really having like a lot of goal threat in this game today. Reece James, ideally, it'll be like a front four. And maybe if we're getting moments on the counter attack, maybe that's all we need in a game like this. But yeah, that midfield, I'm hoping that Kante and Kova's shooting boots are going to be on point. But we're talking about guys I've got like what less than 10 goals and over 200 games. So yeah, I can't be expecting too much. 4 minutes to go. No, 3 minutes to go right now. 3 minutes to go. Well, what else are you guys telling me right now? Hope Kepa doesn't have a howler today. Oh, I wish I never read that comment. Oh, I'm gonna start panicking now. Why did I have to read that? Please, please, please. Don't make me. I want to be back down in reality. Okay, Apacida. Sorry, bro. Apologies, Mr. Santos. But anyway, good evening, Nini. Come on, you Blues. That's what I'm talking about, lads. Ibrahim. I go for a goalless draw with some exciting football. I would take that, Ibrahim. I would most definitely take that. MB7. Thiago doesn't really defend well as an aggressor against Benzema last year. Hopefully different story tonight. That's the thing. It's his first game back in how long? But maybe he's been preparing for this game. I think that's a smart thing. Like the way Kante's come back, Kante looks like he's maybe been ready a bit before, but just had like a bit more time just to really get back to full speed. But yeah, first leg, it wasn't helpful. It wasn't helpful at all. There were a few times that Benzema was escaping Silva, and that tells you how good Benzema is. Like Benzema is one of those legendary football players. But yeah. Thiago Silva tonight, we're going to need his experience, what he can do, what he can bring, and that playmaking from the back. Because like one thing I love about Thiago Silva, this guy can pass the football. This guy's got beautiful technique, beautiful technique. If he found a running behind from a Sterling, he's going to play it. That's what he's going to do. So, you know, we have the quality, we got the talent, we got the experience to hurt Real Madrid. We've done it before. I'm looking at the reaction, the responses on the Madrid fans. A lot of these guys are very nervous to be playing against us right now. Like I know our form's been an absolute shambles. It's not been something to get excited for this season. But when we're playing in Europe, you know, we still have clout and pedigree in this game. So let's not forget that anytime soon. Anyway, my friends, there is a link to a stream. It's a pinned comment. You guys can see it on the top. So do what you want with that. I'm just leaving it there. That's what I'm doing. You guys have your own free will. But that Champions League music is playing right now. Wow. Like, do you guys ever think to yourselves, imagine if I was like a football player in these moments? Like, what would it be like? Just performing in front of like, what, 80,000 people right now? Hundreds of millions of people watching you on TV. Damn, goosebumps. Heber. Hi, Nini. If Felix was on point with his passes and doesn't become too selfish, and Kepa doesn't have a howler, I think we have a chance. So I think we're riding on Kepa and Felix right now. They're the main two guys that we're praying are going to do something. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to think about Kepa. Kepa, please, please, please. I've got faith in you, yeah? This is the game you've been waiting for, to really, really just tell haters like me to shut up. You take advantage of this game, please. Kareem, yes, Kareem. Do you think we'll miss Kai Havertz in this game? I think we're going to see him in the second half. So I don't think there's anything to miss, to be fair. So I think we'll be all right, lads. I think we'll be good. I think we'll be all right. Wendy, man, I really want us to go all the way. I really do. So to think if we do this, we have Man City afterwards. They dismantled Bayern Munich last night. Obviously, Bayern had some decent moments at times, for sure. But, wow. Dismantle them. Tom Smith, it's all about Kante. Just like when we won the Champions League last time, 100%, bro. It's all about N'Golo Kante. Like, I think we've been keeping Kante and Silva back in the lab behind the scenes, just preparing them. They've been in the chambers, just like getting energized, getting prepared, getting healed up. And these guys are back right now. So, I mean, for Silva to be starting straight away, like, he must have been fully fit for like a week or two. So, wow. In the next, like, minute, this game's going to be starting. Are you guys pumped? If you're pumped, you guys have to comment. If you're feeling pumped, if you're excited, let us all know. Like, how are you feeling? Build up. Are you feeling tense? Are you excited? Let us know. Hala Madrid. Yeah, I respect Real Madrid. Like, it's a pedigree football club. I got a lot of respect for them. So I'm not going to be saying anything against Real Madrid. I'm just going to hope that we can outperform them and we can beat them tonight. Path. Do you reckon we win today? I don't know, man. I'm just feeling worried. I always go into every game hoping we're going to win. Like, I do my like analysis stuff and stats stuff and all that geeky stuff. But when I go into games, I'm still like a fan. I'm still hoping. I'm just praying that we're going to get the win somehow. So, yeah, you're asking the wrong guy. If you want a realistic take, I'm the wrong guy for that, man. Apologies. Sandy, 3-1. Good luck from Australia. Thank you, Sandy. And yeah, 3-1 in our favour. Most definitely, I'm taking that. But right now, the game's about to start. Oof. Come on, boys. We begin. Are we going to do it? Are we going to make history again? Come on, boys. Oh, nah. It's been a while since I've been like tense for a game, like a long time. So let's see what happens. But I'm liking the shape so far. Of course, it has to be on point in the first opening minutes. 3-5-2. Okay, Rodrigo's found himself. So that was an interesting decision by Ancelotti. A lot of people thought Valverde would play on the right-hand side, but he's got Rodrigo there. And I'm guessing he wants to pin our wing-backs back. He wants to cause us issues, but he wants to kind of stretch us a bit, open up the spaces between the lines. That's what they're trying to do. So it's not going to be easy. Good defending, Koulibaly. Come on. Come on, Ben. That's it, Ben. You can always rely upon Ben Chilwell, yeah? You can always rely upon this guy. Like, when I saw that Champions League final performance from Ben, from that day forward, it's just like, I just have no fear when Ben Chilwell's here. But anyway, it's a very... Obviously, we have to keep our shape right now and just be patient and just defend. But Madrid's, like, you know why they're so good? Like, most of these guys, they've got a very old span. A lot of these guys have been playing together for years too, and it's just like the understanding they've built up over the years is just out of this world. Like, some of the goals they scored against Liverpool, like, not many teams are scoring goals like that. But anyway, breakaway. Is that it? Felix! 1v1! Come on, Joao! That's what I'm talking about, you guys. That's what I'm talking about. The pacing behind. One passing behind. Great play from Kante. This is N'Golo Kante. But, Joao. I thought he was going to cut inside then. I thought that was the plan. Like, moments like that, you're hoping we have to capitalize. Because if that's Vinicius Jr., if that's Benzema or someone, most times that's going in the back of the net. We've got a corner from this. Let's hope that this effort wasn't completely in vain. But already, the patience we show, the shape we're keeping. And then N'Golo Kante breaking away. Come on, Ben. Too deep. Yours, Kante. Come on, Joao, put pressure. Close him down. Oh, yeah, Felix. I feel like I can't get too mad though because it's like the first 2 minutes, you know? But you're hoping that just. Anyway, I guess that's the game we're playing then. Come on, you guys. Keep that discipline, keep that shape. Bro, do you think Nkunku would have scored that? I feel more confident because Nkunku's been scoring way more goals than Felix over the past few seasons. Flipping hell. Come on, Kante. But that's how N'Golo Kante creates with his team. Like the amount of tackles he wins and attacks this guy kicks off left, right, and center time and time again. Like for me, that also counts as creativity. Creating attacks out from nothing, from winning the ball back, being in the right position, reading the game, winning the ball cleanly. But anyway, great play from Fofana. That's what I was saying. I think Fofana, he can do something against Vinicius tonight. Nice play. Enzo sprays it to the right hand side, finds Reese. Plays it back to Enzo. Enzo in the middle. Finds cover on the left. First time ball to Sterling. Plays it off to Felix. Oh, Felix. Play it to Reese, bro. You had to play it to Reese then, Felix. Come on. He was free then. Good foul. That can't be a yellow. Oh, my Lord. Come on. It's one of these referees tonight. One of these refs. Oh, that's not good, though. To get a yellow in the first 5 minutes. Yeah, and people say Kante is useless in attack. It's about how you use these guys, you know? If you're expecting Kante to be playing like Ozil, of course you're absolutely wasting him. But let's not discredit the amount of attacks he creates by winning the ball back and kick-starting that move. But I think Felix today has to keep his head up and look for Sterling. Sterling in his movement and that pacing behind. I don't want Sterling to suffer tonight. I don't want Sterling to suffer because he's not being found. That's yours, cover. Close him down. Come on, that little bit of confusion then. One of you guys had to stick with him. That's yours, Reese. That's yours, Reese. Ben's push higher up to engage. Madrid are cycling possession back. They want to try to attract us to try and like disrupt our shape. So we don't have to press them. We don't have to do that. Who got the yellow card? Wesley Fofana. Fofana got the yellow. Yes, Enzo's got the ball. Who's he found? Oh, Sterling. Great run and an incredible ball from Enzo. Come on, Raheem. Plays it back to Kante. Yes, Raheem. Oh, come on, ref. That's a card right there, ref. Is that not a yellow card? Yes, exactly. So, Camavinga and Fofana. So, that left-hand side's got a lot more tense now. Things have evened up now. They've evened up, but both teams have the last guy in defence out left on yellows now. We know that I think it was in the press conference that Ancelotti wanted to attract yellow cards from us. I think was that. Am I remembering things right? I can't remember now. To be fair with you, I can't remember now. But yeah, I was worried, thinking Fofana's got yellow. Does Reese have to now like not attack as much, like sit back a bit deeper to help support him? But now that Camavinga has a yellow card too, the dynamics are still the same. They're not any different now. So we still have to be positive. But moments like this, set pieces, deliveries, get the delivery right. Come on. We've got all our big guys in the box right now. Let's not waste these moments. Now, how many goals did Madrid score from moments like this when they won the Champions League last season? We used to be really good from set pieces. So, Ben's wasted too, bro. Ben, was he going for goal? Come on, Ben, man. He saw the Hollywood lights. Ben, wasted. If you guys want a link, if you look on the top pinned comment, there is a link to this game in case anyone needs one. That's it. Ben on the left, plays it back into cover. I think so far the start within the first 10 minutes it's been good. Played Enzo. Finds Ben again. But I think with the 3-5-2, but Ben didn't have a passing option then. There was no one on the left-hand side. If that was like a 3-4-3, there's the winger there that's ready to receive. So, I think obviously 3-5-2 isn't perfect, but I think in terms of how you want to play and approach this game, I do think it's probably like a decent balance to have. But that was a sloppy pass from Reece then. Really lost that ball quite easily. Yes, Koulibaly. Played. Come on, Ben. Okay. Ball finds himself back to cover. Enzo, just play it to James. Good stuff. Cover. Plays it back to Ben. Cover on the ball again. Enzo. Pass wide to Reece. Who's inside the box? No one's there. Kante with the overlap on the right. Cuts back. Plays it back to James. Plays it back in field. Finds cover. Back to Enzo. Outside the boot from Enzo. Unlucky. That was a nice idea though. Enzo's got the quality to be playing balls like that. To think we have a midfield player now that can actually play a pass like that. Remember last season when Modric played one of the best balls of last season and brought hope back to Real Madrid. We finally have a midfield player that has that type of passing quality. So, yeah. I like that from Enzo. Okay, Reece is closing Camavinga down, is he? No. Camavinga's carrying the ball back in midfield. Switches play to the right. Benzema's runs when he drops deep. We have to be paying attention for that now. Because when Benzema goes deep, I think that's Vinicius Jr. or Rodrigo that then fills that space, makes a running behind. But Madrid's really keeping width in Vinny and Rodrigo on the outside. So we have to really pay attention to their movement in behind. Anyway, we just have to stay back, keep our shape, and try and just funnel Real Madrid into, the opposite side of the fields. Close them down, Koulibaly, played. Ay. Rodrigo against Ben. Nah. Yes, Ben. That's forced them back now. I think so far the disciplines, it's been on point so far. That's your Silva. Good. Nah, don't lose that. Oh no, Benzema. Oh my lords. Ay. Wow. These moments, man. These moments right here. He just cut back inside again. Benny, that was good goalkeeping from Kepa, but now Benzema's now 35, 36, still doing bits at the highest level. Wow. Now we're in possession again now. Kepa long kick finds Ben. Just about finds him. Thank God. Where's the runabout? Kante's making a run. Great pass from Koulibaly. Can Kante get there? Unlucky. But that was really good play then. Kante's breakaways so far. Man City beat Bayern. It could be a blessing for us if we do get through. Feel like we struggle to break down Bayern, but with City, there's always space on the counter for sure. You know, there's moments, there's possibilities against them. Anyway, good defending from Fofana. Set piece time now, please, boys. Like if we did lose this game, I don't want to put out bad energy, but if we lost this game, I want to lose to an incredible goal. I want to lose to a wonder goal, or the referee being against us, or like a penalty, or something. I don't want to lose to a set piece goal. I don't want to concede a goal in a moment where we should be controlling the area and not be conceding from these positions right now. So you guys need to focus up, please. Focus up. Good Koulibaly. Come on, Felix, man. A bit more something. Close him down faster, man. Like I hate when players do that sometimes. Just bust the gut. Close. Put in the final 1-2 yards. Come on. Enzo, but it was offsides. But that's what I was saying before. Enzo's passing range, finding runs from behind, that's going to be key for us. But so far, 15 minutes in, I think we've had the better chances, had the most threat at this point in time. Yes, Koulibaly played. I'm liking Koulibaly's defending so far. He's really leaving his lines well. Closing the spaces down, winning them tackles. Come on, Fofana. Nothing like that, bro. Come on. That's it. So far, the threat, it's been a bit even from both teams. Kepa finds his pass to Ben on the left-hand sides. Plays it back into cover. Does he get there? Doesn't get there. That was a bit poor then. Yes, Fofana intercepts. He panicked though. He panicked. I thought it was over then. For that 1 second, I thought it was over then. But moments like that, we can't be making silly mistakes like that. You know, Fofana panicking in his own half. Why is he doing that? Like, we're not putting much pressure on. Like, we want to attract Real Madrid into our half so we can make counter-attacking runs and behinds. Obviously, there's a bit of risk behind doing that because we are good enough to press them. But, Enzo gives the ball away. Crap. Valverde. But that's how good Madrid are, because the moment he wins that ball back, Valverde's first instinct is, I'm taking a shot outside the box. Like most other teams, like the players are just like passing the ball to a teammate. They're not taking responsibility, but the big clubs, like the big players, like you get punished straight away for moments like that. I feel like so far the final, like the past few minutes, been a little bit nervy now. We're struggling to really like find our guys in the final thirds. We've been in our own half a bit too long now. Yeah, this game's gonna be tense. This game's gonna be very tense. Vinny on the left-hand side. Fofana just staying there. Takes him. Yes. Good defending, Fofana. Good defending. Like, that's the main when it comes to playing out, like we do have a bit of an issue now playing out. Like ideally, we want to play like long goal kicks to find a striker, but we don't have anyone to do that. And if you use Sky for that, then we can't play this way. So, so I understand like the limits. Like playing out from the back, you know, Kepa's kicks to find Ben. Like we're gonna get intercepted soon. Like they're gonna read onto that. They're gonna clock it because it's too easy to read. See, another ball on the left now. Madrid are just putting pressure on that right hand side. Like there must be a different way to build up because all this pressure we're inviting is because we can't get out our half. Like we are good enough to close them down to. Come on, boys. Come on. See, like no outlet up front to hold onto the ball. Every time he sighs or says, fear they scored. Sorry. I'm sorry. The tension I'm feeling, the nervous I'm feeling for this game. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I can't help it. No, unmarked on the right side. But Koulibaly's been on point so far. He's been on point leaving his line. Nah, we've been in a half like for nearly 10 minutes now, I swear. 20 minutes has that basically gone by. That's it. Come on, win those tackles. We're just sitting off. Madrid have pushed all the way up now. So this is why we are kind of playing this way. Because if we win the ball like what Koulibaly's done right there, we have to quickly support these guys in the final third. But we're struggling to play out right now. Like, that's what I mean. Felix without opportunity in the first 2 minutes. Cruz on the ball. Finds Carvajal on the right. Back to Militao. Mateo. You know what? I don't think I was expecting us to be this defensive. Like, I'm not against it. It's been a while since I've seen a game like this. But I wasn't expecting us to be like this defensive. But I guess this is what Lampard's talking about being inspired by, you know, his Champions League win under Di Matteo and just how the whole squad came together. You know, very like, you know, peak times at the club. Poor form in the season. But you know, these guys came together in the Champions League. So maybe that's what Lampard's been implying. That's what he wants to kind of bring back. I mean, you know, we do have the personnel for something like that. So, no. Oh, fucking hell, man. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Wow. What a terrible goal to concede. What a terrible goal to concede. That's too easy. Honestly, that is too easy, man. That is so easy. Like, are you taking the piss? I actually feel offended. That's the goal they score. Nah. One ball over the top. Oh, my lord. Wow. What was the defense doing? Fofana, what is Fofana doing? Like, Fofana is panicking after getting this yellow card. What is that body positioning? Wow, that is poor, man. That is poor. I think that, yeah, Wendy, we can't handle the press and we can't handle the pressure. This team isn't that good at handling the pressure. The moment we take a lead and the pressure's on us, these guys collapse. Now, we have to do something different now. Honestly, this is poor, bro. This is poor. One passing behind takes out the whole defense. And then Fofana, what is he doing with his body? And we can't say he's free on the right hand sides. Can he find Reese? Can he? Oh! Nah, I'm actually lost for words. Come on, Ben. What a good ball in. Fucking hell. Now, we have no plan B under Lampard's. After conceding first, they came in to park the bus and counter-attack. The reaction is key now. So far, we've had 2 great moments from Felix and Raheem. No goal. Madrid's 1 opportunity. Goal. We have to be brave. We have to put pressure down the left-hand sides. We have to get Camavinga panicking a bit now. Come on, that's a foul. That was no attempt to win the ball then. Come on, Reese. Like, these is full. What was that, bro? What was that? The plan was to give it to Kante. I don't understand that. I actually don't understand that. Why would you want to give the ball to Kante? What, to put in a De Bruyne cross in the books? That's mad. That is poor. Like, it's sloppy stuff like that. Like, silly, sloppy stuff like that. Like, there was no need. Like, Reese put the ball in the books, man. Mads. Oh, intercepted by Raheem. Come on, Raheem. Plays it back to Enzo. But there's no one really there. That wasn't the right pass from Raheem to give it to Enzo then. Come on, Fofana. Stay with him. Don't commit. Oh, my lords. Now we're starting to get peppered a little bit now. And another free kick and another foul. How many fouls for Real Madrid? We are going to score. Okay, Jaden, man, I've got a lot of hope in what you're saying right now. Gucci, tell me how many times you've seen this team make a comeback after going down. Vinny almost scored. I mean, I kind of feel like Fofana is panicking a bit now on that right-hand side. I think this yellow card, he's getting his head a bit too much now. He needs like Thiago Silva telling him to calm down a little bit, just stay in the game and just, like, trust himself now. Just like sloppy, like he's doing some good things and he's doing some bad things. Oh, don't lose it. Oh, fucking hell, Brandon. Now, Madrid have ballers. You know, we're playing against football players. Like in the Premier League, most players, they're not going to continue to carry the ball in any moment. They just want to pass, release, stay in position. But teams like this, these are the classic teams. Like these legacy teams, they're going to play football to beat you. They're going to pass and move. They're going to show team combo moves. It's just something I'm not used to it, really. Anyway, Reese, good play from Reese. Finds Enzo on the right. Where's the option? Oh, Felix! Oh. I mean, for sure, second half now, the game plan is going to be completely different now. I'm thinking, do we go back 4? Do we... 3-4-3, is that going to be the play now? Like, we have created some super moments, but we're not that type of team that can punish teams if we have like 5 opportunities on goal. That's the sad reality of this team. That we're not that clinical. We're not ruthless. If that was the old Chelsea team in those same moments, their goal, like that's at least 1 goal. But anyway, Koulibaly, great run. Oh, the interception away from Raheem. I've been impressed by Koulibaly so far in this game. I think it's been a decent start. Is that your Silva? Silva against Benzema again. Is that Benzema just has something for Silva. It's just, you know, I'm getting a bit too negative now. I need to calm down. We're on the ball a bit now, at least. Enzo, who does he find? Felix. Great turn from Felix. Come on, Felix. Come on, Felix. That same shooting technique, bro. How many times? I wanted to see a finesse then. I wanted to see a finesser. Good play, Ben. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to be too negative. I mean, it's only 1-0 down. So far, it's meaningless being 1-0 up so far. Where's the options? Oh, okay. Raheem. Ah. Oh. Yes, Kante. But no one's there to block out that angle then. So it's not really Reece against Vinicius. It's more Fofana against Vinicius. I think obviously Lampard wants Reece to really, have that license to get forward, be like a winger option when he has to be. Not really seen James against Vinicius. And that's it. The midfielder's taken out on the left. Come on, Ben. Bust the gut to get back in there. Oh, Koulibaly, bro. How's that not yours? Too slow, too passive. Yes, Koulibaly's there to clear. Come on, Raheem. Someone win that. Kante. Does it find Raheem? Unlucky. Kante intercepts. Come on, Raheem. That's it, Raheem. Play it. N'Golo. N'Golo has been our best player so far. Unlucky N'Golo. I had to say that. The spin and moves. Come on, Ben. Get back, bro. Stick with him. Come on, Felix. That's a foul, ref. No foul. Now we hold our shape again. Look at the gaps between though, but Enzo's there to mop things up and it's given away again. Good, Kepa reads it this time. He missed all his assists. For me, the goal is here is to get out of this game, not conceding too many goals. Get Felix off the pitch, bro. He's jogging up the field when Kante needs options. Yep, Felix is killing us. Don't make this permanent luxury player. I'm hearing what you guys are saying right now. Like, in a game like this, Felix ain't going to touch the ball 50, 60 times. It's like what he does when he has it. That's how the great players announce themselves. Like, against Liverpool, he did the right thing by cutting inside. I thought he was going to do the same thing again. I thought it was set up for him to kind of cut back in. But just lacked the confidence, I guess. I think Madrid are finding decent opportunities to be playing these balls in behind. I mean, Vinicius Jr., look at his positioning. Camavinga's all the way up right now. Vinny's in between Fofana and Reece James. He's looking forward to just attack that space every time he gets. So look at him now. Better. We are already out the UCL. What a joke of a season. Half the squad needs to be sold. Nini, you got inside links. I wish, bro. Reece James found. Come on, Reece. I'm not seeing too much so far, man. Enzo back on the ball. Who's he finding? Plays it back to Matteo. Good pass, Enzo. Can Reece even really cross it? Like, who's inside the box really to take advantage of that? Come on, Koulibaly plays it back to Raheem. He's dropped into the channel now. Back to Mattel. We're keeping the ball a bit nicer now. Back to Silva. To Fofana on the right, out wide. He's carrying the ball. Where's his options? Where's the option? Like, why did no one come closer for Fofana then? Like, just... come on, guys. Yes, Reese. The only thing with this 3-5-2 is that you're really relying upon Kante, making those line-breaking runs to help support the attack. But we are a little bit limited. I wonder if we're going to maintain playing the same way or maybe try to, bring on like another attacking option. Like Mudryk in a game like this, I think with his pace, I think Mudryk could be an interesting guy to use in a game like this and behind. He has some great moments. Oh, come on, Kepa, man. He should have just come for that, man. But these runs that Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. are making, like anytime Benzema is just like dropping deeper, Benzema's coming deeper, and you're seeing Vinicius and Rodrigo just boom, making them straight runs inside the books. Like, it's causing us a bit of problems now. Like, I'm looking at the positioning of like Benzema to see like what he's doing, where he is, because whenever he's not there, there's a guy making a run in behind. Anyway, we force them back. Madrid are in their own half. Alaba plays it to Camavinga. Back in their half. Mateo. No. Should have been in a better position then. Come on, Ben. That's... should have committed. I feel like we could be a bit more aggressive, though. I feel like when there's 50-50s to go for, no one's taking that risk. Everyone's like, no, I'm going to stay in my position because if he skips past me, we're going to be in trouble. But you have to be a bit braver. I think we have to be committing for these 50-50s and trying to like really go for it a bit more. But we're really holding our shape and position. It is helpful, but we need to be a bit more aggressive. Feels like it's only a matter of time before they make it too. But at the end of the day, it's up to the starting 11 to put in the shift. Yep. I don't see a clear and precise plan. I think we are seeing what the plan is. I think, you don't have to be playing beautiful football for it to be called a plan. I mean, obviously the plan is we hold our shape, invite pressure, and try and play on the counter-attack. I mean, we've had, listen, if guys took their chances, this week it's either 1-1 or 1-0 up. So it's not like we haven't done anything so far. But it does feel like we're inviting a bit too much pressure. But again, look at this moment right here. Reece James free on the right-hand side. We've got a 3-3-3. Cuts inside easily. Cuts inside again. Come on, Reece! Come on! Oh, Reece, bro. Why did you not play it back, bro? You had to play it back, Reece. Oh, nah. That's not making sense. Could have badly done out too easily. Fofana. Oh, for God's sake. But that moment right there is how we've produced that moment like, what, 4 times in the game so far. And we've caused a lot of threat. And we've made some great opportunities against Madrid. So we can't be acting like the game plan isn't good enough or anything like that. It has been working, but it's the execution. These guys have to execute and they have to take responsibility. This is Real Madrid you're playing against. You can't be handheld to victories. You have to be decisive in these moments. You're a professional player. This is what you train. This is why you play in games like this. This is why you're playing at this level, for God's sake. So let's not forget that. Just play it long, Kepa. Just play the ball long, my guy. Good. Just clear it up the fields. But this is the thing. If you have Kai Havertz up front, at least he is someone that can go for those goal kicks. Close him down. Close him down. Come on, be aggressive. Tighter. It's like no one's really closing down, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Koulibaly, that's better, Koulibaly. Good, that's better. Where can... There, if you look at my pins comment, in the pins comment, you'll see a link to this game. Wow. Fofana. Reese, can he keep up? Good defending from Silva to clear that then. That's yours, Kante. That's yours all day. Played Enzo Fernandez. This is why this guy's worth 100 milli. Oh, Fofana, my guy. You're not at Leicester City anymore, man. You're not at Leicester City. Fofana. Come on, Fofana. Come on. I get it. I mean, Wesley's still a young player. I mean, a lot of these guys we've signed for their potential. We can't forget that. You know, Wesley is still an incredible player, but so far he's feeling the nerves a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. He hasn't been playing like this these past few games. Excellent defending from Silva for sure. I'm not even gonna be watching this game. Nah, bro, you're a fan, man. You can't just be happy when we're winning only. Oh. E-Rock, Fofana shaking his head. He's not there today. Yeah, I feel like he's not. Maybe the pace of Vinicius Jr. is surprising him or something. Because Vinny's one of those guys where you give him just a yard of space. He is not lacking. This guy will run into that space. He doesn't waste time. Maybe it's not always like that in the Premier League. Again, you're not playing against Vinicius Jr. every week. But yeah, Wesley... Hopefully he can get back in the game and get... Because if he gets his head back in this game, we know what this guy can do. Back to Enzo. Good play. 1-2 with Kante. Reese, why is no one making the overlap and run? Enzo has to do Messi right now. Oh, my lord. I also think Felix, you know, don't just hold your position away from the play. Like, moments like that when you have to assist, try and come towards the ball a bit. Like, I'm even okay with Felix doing that at least. You know, at least if he comes to the ball, someone can make a run off. Like, his influence has not really been there. He's not had many touches at all. I get he's not near the ball, but still, you know, try and call for it. Be involved in the game. But that stupid sloppy goal. I mean, any ball from Carvajal. Fofana's body positioning is boom. He was a yard too slow. And that was it. One mistake from Fofana and that should be cleared 10 times out of 10. Yeah? 10 times out of 10. And if the Kante breakaway on the right hand side, we've had a lot of joy there. Bro, this football club, please, man. This football club. This season, man. Fucking hell. This season. You can't be doing that against Real Madrid. Come on. You can't be playing like this against Real Madrid. That's it. I'm liking Raheem at least. Raheem's really getting the team to press. Telling Kante push up, close him down. Sort of playing off them a bit too much. A bit too much respect. Like, how many tackles have been contested in midfield? Other than N'Golo Kante, who's winning things? Expected threat so far in favour of Real Madrid's. Ours is fair for the chances we've made. We've had 9 shots, we've had 2. Madrid have had 3 big chances already though. We've had 1. Yeah, I mean, they've been the better team so far this first half. Duels 1, so it's fairly even then. We've lost a bit more, possession loss, but duels 1 is fairly even. But I think we could be a bit more intense in our duels. I think we could do a bit more. I think most of this is solely coming from N'Golo Kante. How many tackles has Enzo made so far? Anyway, Kepa goal kick. Reese is in midfield. Chest it down to Silva, back to Enzo. Because Madrid now, you know, they're going to play on the counter-attack. They're okay to sit back. I mean, against Liverpool, this exact moment, they get the first goal. They drop their shape a bit deeper, and they get you on the counter-attack. Okay, Fofana. Back to Reece. Come on, Felix. Oh my God, Wesley! Wesley is not there tonight. I think the occasion, bro. Honestly, I think the occasion. Who was expecting this? I mean, it's a reminder maybe as fans that these guys, what, he's like 21, 22 years old. I mean, this is his first time really playing at this level. Against the best team in the world. I mean, I get it. But yeah, I think Fofana tonight, I mean, so far, he has to do a bit more now. Anyway, Ben carries the ball in fields. Finds himself from the opposite side, plays it back to Reece. We're seeing these guys more midfield now. Cover, carrying the ball forwards. Like this combo stuff, it's not comboing right now. Stick with him, Raheem. Stick with him. Played Raheem. Good play. Oh, that's it. Good. Very good play from Raheem. Stuck with him. We have the ball back now. These details matter. So we have no real wide option. Enzo's carrying, bears his options. No one's there. It's only ever the pass out wide. The safe pass. Come on, Felix. Who's he finding? Back to Reece. Reece carrying. Body in front of the ball. Outside to cover. Back to Ben. I mean, into extra time right now. And that's it. That's it. First half, 1-0 down so far. I mean, we've done some good things, but we do some bad things too. That's been the story of this season. Like, the good's not good enough, and the bad is just forever there. Nah. What are you guys saying in the chat right now? We've got 15 minutes. If you want your questions prioritized, you know where the super chat button is, my friends. But Nathan, early yellow for Fofana messed him up. It messed him up heavily. With more experience as he gets older, moments like this, you're not going to be nervous. You'll play your game. But I think just the threat of Vinicius and that, you know, the acceleration, this guy in the first, 10 meters. I mean, this... Like, it's stupid how quick he is. But I think Fofana right now is showing a lot of lack of experience right now. Sloppy mistakes, like the goal we conceded, his body. It's like completely wasn't open in a way where he could deal with that. So he already lost the battle before the run was even made. And just being on the board and stuff, getting caught in a half a few times. I'm not going to be too harsh on Wesley because he's still a young guy. Like, we forget that, you know. But, you know, we sign all these big young guys for like 70 million, 80 million. And as fans, sometimes we think, you know, these guys are, you know, these players are more than good enough right now. But, you know, we buy them for big fees for their potential. Because when they're 27, for guys like this, you can't afford them. So it's a reminder that no matter how much money we're spending on these guys aren't the finished article. They are going to need some time. They aren't going to progress. I mean, we've seen what happened to Rudiger. I think he's a prime shining light or someone that had struggles like Fofana. But look where he is right now. But, yeah, you guys, what are you telling me in the chat right now? How are you feeling about this game? All players' legs go soft. One tackle will push them down. Yeah, I see a bit of that. Frimpy, you think go for a 4-3-3 right now. That could be the play. I do feel like Mudryk on the left, you know, as the second half is ending, we were seeing N'Golo Kante on the left. And on a few occasions, I've seen Ben and other guys on the left-hand side wanting to play out wide on the left. I think Mudryk with his pace in behind can cause a lot of issues because this guy has really messed up Carvajal quite a few times already, playing for Shakhtar. So that is a play that I think could work. That could be something interesting. Really give something for Real Madrid to think about in terms of dealing with that pace in behind, because so far the fullbacks have a lot of license to get forwards, And I guess when you're playing that 3-5-2, right, with wing backs being a bit deeper, that's going to encourage the opposition to push their fullbacks forward. And when they're doing that, these guys then have like four in the midfield lines. They have, guys that can move in between the lines. So I think that we can't show Madrid too much respect right now. I think we have to come in and show we want to win this game. I think that mentality of winning. Listen, as find yourself back in the game at least, then you can think about sealing the results out, whatever. But you need to go into games like this knowing that you want to win, because then it manifests in how you're carrying yourself, your mentality, that the intensity and focus you're playing with. And I think maybe a second half solution like that, Mudryk on the fields, I think Sterling's been good so far. Yeah, I think Kante's been all right. I think he's been good. There's been some promise here. It's not been awful. Madrid's chances, listen, they got us a few times with runs in behind, but it's not like the classic moves that was getting us beforehand. So we have been dealing with most of that, right? But I kind of feel like we could do a little bit more in the final thirds. And I think if you've got Mudryk on the field, at least with that pace explosion, just to give sign for Carvajal to think about, just to force them back a little bit. Like, okay, shit. Okay, they got Mudryk on. I remember this guy. I remember what he was doing against me on how many occasions for Shakhtar. So that's my move right now. And maybe I'm thinking Kai Havertz for Felix later on. If you need that option to like hold the ball up, I think we could do with a bit of that. So I'm looking at my first two subs being Mudryk and Havertz. And hopefully they come in the first 50 minutes of the second half. But yeah, we can't be just playing the same way and thinking we're going to get back in the game. We're more tired now. Obviously, your stamina is not going to stay at 99, is it? It's going to come down as the game's going on. So I think Lampard right now, his game management is the key thing that can turn the tide in this game. So Lampard, can you do it? This is his moment right now. Anyway, Gotti Reyes. Our attack looks stagnant. Ball watching on the fence, ridiculous. There's been a lot of that. There has been a lot of that for sure. I think the disappointing thing is that when we have made like good moments in the breakaway, which is what we're playing for, at times we haven't capitalized on those moments. Like either Reece James not playing the cross a bit early or cutting it back. N'Golo Kante running the ball out of play, out of nowhere. Little silly errors like that is undermining the game plan. But I do think that, for game plans like this, I think experience, if you're a player who's like 27, 28, you can do that. I think when you're younger, you are taking away a lot of how you naturally want to play, Ryan. So it's about striking that balance. So I do want to see, I keep repeating myself, but I think Mudryk's pacing behind. This whole game, I've been looking at Ben and other guys wanting to just play that passing behind just to keep them back. The management now from Lampard's going to be key. But anyway, let me answer a few more questions. Group Bass. Replace Sterling. He is poor. Bro, you think Sterling's been poor tonight? Come on, man. You've not seen the work this guy's putting in. I think that's not fair in my opinion. Wendy, take off Wesley and Cover. Put on Mason and Mudryk. I think that's another positive change. I think Cover's not really been there so far. A few times, he's not making the interception. Like he's not on his toes enough to react quickly enough. It's got to be a little bit better. But I think positive changes now in the second half is the key thing for us now to get something here. Because come on, with Chelsea Football Club, we can't just be playing too tepid, right? It's just disappointing. I'm watching the goal again. Just Carvajal in field and just Fofana's body positioning, man. Look. If you guys are watching this on BT now, look at Fofana and Vinicius. Vinicius has been so good at evading Fofana throughout this game. Let's watch how he's following him. Fofana's watching the ball. And by the time that pass is played, he's already out of position. He didn't close down the angle enough, you don't want Vinicius Jr. to easily make that run, right? You want him to curve it. You want to disrupt that movement. You want to, disrupt the timing for him to get in the books. I think a lot of inexperience in that moment then, just ball watching and not really seeing where his man is. Mad. Yes, Ben. Thank you for the super chat, Ben. James moving like he's worried about his re-injury. Maybe you're seeing something I'm not. I just haven't noticed that, to be fair. But I'm going to keep an eye out in the second half to see, what the deal is behind that. So that could be a very good observation. Thank you for the super chat. A man, Enzo and Felix out. What Enzo? That's how I know you're hating tonight. Ibrahim, by soaking up the Madrid pressure, we may concede more. We need to be more ruthless. But I don't think so, because now Real Madrid, they're not a team that are desperate for possession. They're not a team that needs to have 65, 70% possession. Like, think about the Liverpool game and they beat them 5-2. They are happy to drop their lines a bit and get us on the break and get us on the counter-attack. I mean, Vinny's going to be thinking in the half-time tunnel now, yeah. I know I'm in Fofana's head right now. I know he's thinking about me in that dressing room. I know I'm in this guy's head right now, yeah. Vinicius Jr. is showing that he's been playing Champions League football and affecting things and being he has missed the Champions League this season for me personally. He's showing why he's the best player in the tournament so far. So this is a massive learning curve for Wesley Fofana. And how he reacts now second half is going to say a lot about this guy's character. Well, maybe I'm being a bit unfair. I shouldn't be making statements like that. It's not going to say nothing about his character. You know, football just makes you gas things up, and only football can make you talk like this. Everything's heightened and everything's more emotive. But anyway, Best Sam, what do you think about Mason making an appearance? This feels like a Mason and Mudryk route of game. We also desperately need a clinical striker. If we had a striker this season, it's not going to hurt as bad. Yeah, we're going to have wounds, but there won't be any salt in it. But yeah, I think another comment that Wendy said, Mason Mount, Mudryk, you guys in the chat, how are you feeling about that sub? Is that something you want to see instantly right now? Do you guys want to see the first two subs being Mason and Mudryk? If not, tell us why. And if you want to see that, let us know. I want to see how many people are actually thinking that's the play. But I do think, you know, Mason doesn't respect anyone. He scored against Madrid before. He's been key against Madrid. He'll feel pissed off that he's not playing, for sure. Especially when Cover's one of those guys where managers will always... You're going to rely upon him because of what he can do. But, like, when the game's actually playing sometimes... I don't remember Cover having too many, like, massive games for us in the big games. There's normally other players who are shining a lot more than a Mateo. But, obviously, because Mateo is good at, like, two good... Like, really, really good things... You're going to rely upon those two really good things if you want to play a bit more, not passive, but you want to be a bit more respectful, right, for the opposition. But yeah, Mudryk, Mason Mount, I think the next two subs, I'm more than fine with that, to be fair. And I wonder if maybe you take off Fofana. Maybe Lampard's thinking, Fofana, listen, you're a quality guy. Tonight, obviously, it's a higher calling right now. Yeah, it's a higher calling. The team comes first. I'm going to take you off. It's going to be Koulibaly and Silva in defence. Mount or Mudryk. I think Mudryk could be the guy first, right? Mudryk, get your boots on. You're coming on second half. And then we do things a bit different. The Mount comes on slowly. Having Mount, Mudryk on the left-hand side with Ben. Like, that type of synergy, we've lost that type of spine. I think this is why we are so bad this season. We have no proper, like, footballing identity in terms of, like, what's that debate, connections and moves you see the players making? Like, we don't really have any. Like, I remember when, like, Lampard was playing with, like, Coles and Drogba's, you'd see the trademark, like over the top ball from Lampard to find Ashley Cole bombing forward on the left. That type of stuff. The trademark, like, Lampard, Drogba, link-up combinations. Like, looking back and seeing just how ridiculous some of Drogba's layoffs are. Like, at the time, you know, I wasn't really appreciating that when I was younger. But when you're seeing it now with, like, all the perspective, you're like, wow, this is, like, top. This was a top player back in the day. But we used to have all these, like, relationships and combos, but we've not really had any of that. We've been a team that solely plays to win, and I think this is why we finally got found out this season, because we've not had any spine to build from, no footballing continuity to improve upon. I think Arsenal are Arsenal right now because these guys have been playing this way for the past 3 years under Arteta. And look at the difference that makes when a team is properly in sync, where they, like, fully understand how to play. That's what football's a team game, no? That's what this shit comes down to. That's why Real Madrid are the best team, because look at the sixth sense football they're playing with. The guys just always know where to be, what to do. They're not forcing nothing. They're just in rhythm. Like, that's what. If you don't see rhythm in a team, then they're not, like, properly a team yet, in my opinion. So, for me, I think we finally got caught out for not really having no proper identity. I'm sorry. But anyway, I've got some super chats right here. Really appreciate that from everyone. Moetti, how? Thank you, bro. Need to find and support Felix. He's the difference. He's looked dangerous, but listen, I know that he has to hold his positions and shapes for the team, but bro, use your footballing instinct sometimes. Just go towards the ball. At least be like when guys are struggling like an Enzo or Kante, be that option nearby to relieve pressure. At least been a free kick for us, for God's sake. Like, at least do that. So I need to see more from this guy. Ken, remove Lampard and put Nini. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Now I'm joking. Who knows? I'm being lined up for an appointment with Todd next week. Sorry, man. I'll blame the drink. But anyway, Enzo's been so poor. Oh, listen, it's not been the same high standard, but it is Real Madrid. Like, I accept certain guys can make, like a Cansé or Enzo can make a mistake or two. As long as they're not criminal ones, against Madrid, it's going to happen, right? So I'm okay with this, like, a small amount of failure. Shaq, the team will never function right without a proper striker and DM. I think that could do a lot for us. But then if you secure a DM and striker, you have to commit to a style and focusing on certain players now. Because we've got amazing talent. But I think our fear is how much can you really blend them all together now? Because if you're going to focus on certain guys like a Felix, that does have implications. And you know what? Maybe I'm an old school guy. You know, I grew up seeing this formation when I was a kid, watching us dominate in the late 2000s, early 2010s. But I've always been a 4-3-3 guy. I feel like we have the talent for that. We have the players that can do that role. We have the wingers that could be proper wingers that you want to use in a 4-3-3 and not like attacking mids. It gets you thinking, okay, if you want to use Felix and Nkunku, we become a bit more central in terms of how we play. So does that mean wing backs forever and back three just to get the best out of two guys? But then it's like, why are we spending all this money in midfield players if it's only ever going to be that two positions forever if you are going to play like that? So there's so many different, like worries and things to think about. I think in the squad right now, there is the talent and ability to play that 4-3-3 where we want to focus our attacks by using wingers with pace that can run in behind, take shots, create, put crosses inside the box as well too. We want to have a number 9 that can hold the ball up, bring the box-to-box mids into the game, be that focal point. You know what I mean? And he's also contributing in terms of assisting the game too. You have your box-to-box mids supporting with final third runs, or one of these guys doing it, the other guy just facilitating play. You got your DM in behind, and the fullbacks have the license to push forward. I don't think it's that hard to find like an identity and style, but you're gonna make things harder for yourself if you love signing these attacking mids like your Kais and Havertzes and everyone. When we keep showing that there's no real proper way to fully get the best out of them, right? So it's just like, if we're going to commit to them, we have to fully commit, and that's going to have impacts on how we're going to use the midfield and maybe the futures of Mason Mount and others. But we need to come to something, because we can't be a team that wants to do everything and a master of none, because that's what we are right now, in my opinion. But my friends, the second half is going to be starting soon. Let's just hope and pray together, right? Yeah. Lampard's looking very intense. The Madrid players are still in the tunnel. We've come out. Normally that's a sign, right? Madrid are finally walking on the fields. I mean, these guys have been here. They've done it before. They're not nervous at all right now. But I feel like we have to be a bit more aggressive. Like, are we seeing any subs coming on? Are we going to maintain how we're playing first and then make subs slowly? Subs slowly. A part of me was thinking I'm not going to see any subs instantly. Yeah. Part of me feels like 60th minute we're going to do something. But I've always felt in games like this, like every second you waste can come back to bite you in the ass. You know, we can make 5 subs in this game today. So Lampard, the manager's role on the touchline is even more vital now, because they can really directly influence how a game can end, how the complexion of a game can change, and all these details. So if we're maintaining this way for a bit more, I'm hoping we're going to be a bit more aggressive, Frank. I want these guys to stop being so tepid and closing their man down. Like, don't be scared of making 50-50s. Go in there with conviction. Like, when we played against them and beat them, we had no respect for them. We were knocking these guys to the floor. We were kicking them. We were doing all that stuff, yeah? Oh, like a few times where we're intercepting them type of passes. Uh, 4-2-2, Enzo, Kante, Mudryk, Sterling, Havertz, Felix. That could be the play for later on for sure. Yeah, maybe. We need Nkunku. I think Nkunku makes a massive difference in the counter-attack for us right now. I'm looking forward to this brother coming for next season. Bro, Covers Ghostin. To be fair, I don't really see Cover being the standout guy in the big games. I've always felt that. I just don't really see him really being that guy. I need to change the scoreline right here. Apologies for that. I'm constantly forgetting to do that. Anyway, Raheem, backheel pass to try and find Kante, too ambitious. Who's got that ball there? Silva plays it back to Enzo. Oh, he's put Fofana under pressure, and Fofana can't keep up to Vinicius. Look at the difference. The pace difference. I feel like we might have to put Reece on Vinny. Oh, play Kante. Kante's been making interceptions today. But anyway, Raheem, on the break. Come on, Felix, find a good position, bro. Ball finds itself back to Ben. Only 2 options inside the books. As per, there's never enough people inside the books. We just don't commit enough men. That's the thing. Like, obviously, when you're using this 3-5-2, you know, you are lacking offensive support. So it means when you make those clear-cut moments, if you're not taking them, you're not the game plan doesn't win. And it comes down to, can this team score from 1 or 2 key moments? And that's the thing we've been failing to see for many, like at least 2 years now. Play by Enzo. Finds Ben on the left. Back to Mateo. Back to Ben, and he overhits the pass and forces Ben out wide. Fucking hell, Mateo, man. Like, are you seeing Madrid's flopping like that? Anyway, Felix finds the ball somehow on the left. Plays it back to Kante. Enzo. Back to Felix. Nah, bait shot. That's just too easy to save. Too easy to save. Too easy to save. Way too easy. I think we might need some offensive support, man. Play from Ben to get really tight to Rodrigo. That's it. We're committing men in their half. Not done that too often. Kante leading the press. Pass back to Courtois. Kante still sticking on him. Go. That's our defense. And no, don't be out of position. Oh, Koulibaly. Thank you, Koulibaly. This guy's pace, though. Wow, that was Rudiger-esque. I didn't think Koulibaly was going to get there. But come on, how is 1 goal kick from Courtois? That can't be taking us out like that. But yeah, so far it's been hard to find Felix in good, dangerous positions for him to affect the game. But yeah, let's see that pace from Koulibaly again on the highlights. Yes, Koulibaly. That's the experience right there. And Reece on the right, playing as a winger, basically. Oh, good tackle from Camavinga. Oh, Enzo. Come on, Enzo. You're better than that, man. This is what we start doing to good players, right? They start to feel hopeless on the field and they're forcing things. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like these guys need a bit more offensive support. Like, you guys, how's everyone feeling in the chat right now? Do you feel like can we get by and just using this midfield 3? Hopefully like this, if there's going to be like Madrid losing the ball. But now we're pressing a bit higher, and now we're winning balls in their half. But anyway, it finds itself to Vinny on the left hand side. Come on, Reece. Stick with him, Reece. Come on, Reece. Oh, my God. Oh! Wow. Vinicius Jr. is on a different level this season. I mean, wow. Look at that pace. Look. Stops, boom, accelerates away again, carries it forward. And Modric there. We got so close then. We actually got so close. Yeah. Nah, that was a really good move from Real. Flipping hell. Vinny is killing us in this game so far. Like, we're really struggling against this guy. I think we have to try and just force him back a bit. I mean, Reece got peppered on that side then. Do you see how Vinny even slowed down and then boom, accelerated again? Look, no one wants to race against Vinny right now. Oh, my lords, man. Come on, Felix. Where's his option though? And that's the wrong one. It's the wrong one. Look at hundreds, Felix, Mount and Mudryk, please. Cover Fofana and Felix. Give me Mudryk. I think that type of pace, I think Mudryk's pace right now, that could be handy for us. Fucking hell. Thank you, Silva. Thank you, Silva. Just reading the game. Even moments like that, look at the quality from Benzema then. Something from nothing right there. And okay, that was actually nothing from Benzema then. But I guess that was just pure aura, to be honest. But anyway, we're playing out from the back. Kepa on the ball. Who does he find? Of course, Alaba wins that all day. Someone commits. Okay, good header from Koulibaly, but Kante just can't find enough purchase of this header to find Reece then. Come on, Felix. Close him down, Felix. Ay. But look. Vinny on the run again. Is that Koulibaly down? We can't go. Every time we see an injury in game, you just know something bad is coming. Because Koulibaly he's been good today. But yeah, one moment. Everyone's gonna have one moment against Real Madrid, but that is unfortunate, man. Was it that moment there? When he got the ball off Rodrigo? Nah, he hit that then because I didn't see any reaction from him. But that's actually a bit peak now that Koulibaly's off. So like, what do we do now? This is where it gets tense. Are we going to use three in midfield? Or are we going to keep the same back three? But then is Cucurella doing much against Rodrigo? You know what I mean? Is he going to keep up in the race and get tight? I'm not too sure, to be fair. I mean, of course, I've been criticising Koulibaly, but I've been very, very supportive too. And it does look like Cucurella is coming on. So it does seem like the plan is, listen, even if we kept it at 1-0, it's not too bad. We bring the game back home, Stamford Bridge. It's a different game then, you know? It's a different game. But I think Koulibaly's it's a loss right now. Koulibaly's a loss right now. He's been good. Let's look at some of this guy's stats. Sofa score. Lineup. Koulibaly's rating. 6.5. Okay, so Silva has made a few interceptions. Some of the ratings are interesting. Why is Joao Felix? Why does he have a 7 rating so far? Okay, a few accurate passes, few touches, a few so the duels probably helps him then. A few interceptions then. Okay, see why the stats are silly. It just like accumulates all the points basically. But Koulibaly, I think I thought he was alright in the first half. What? He got passed twice though. Okay. Long balls. Regardless, you know, it's a bit of a loss. Mateo. Enzo sprays it perfectly out wide to Reece James. Beautiful technique, beautiful player, beautiful man. Back to Kante. Enzo again. We've got a lot of guys that haven't really played Champions League on the field now. See what I mean? Like these type of quick combos. What was the play there for that move then? What's a million 1-2s and we find ourselves on goal? That's what I mean. Like when Felix is receiving in moments like that, this is where I don't get too critical because where's the option near him? It's basically pass the ball to Felix and hope he fugazes himself out of the situation. That's all it is right now. It's like trying to do Eden Hazard with Felix. Hazard is Hazard, yeah? Felix is not Hazard. Like, if you want him to affect the game, at least give him a bit of better support, you know? I mean, again, listen, he makes his mistakes. He does, and he can frustrate. But at the same time, I'm not going to fully blame it on Joao Felix as if the support around him isn't supporting at times too. Because what was his, like in that moment then, what could he really do? Do 2 5-star skills and then find himself on goal? I mean, nothing's happening. That's it. Anyway, Ben's getting forwards. We're getting a few more moments now in the second half of the few breakaways. No box threat at all. We have no box threat. This is why most of these moves break down. No one to quickly release balls to. Enzo, I know. Little bit sloppy. Good tackle. Good tackle. Shit. Felix is lazy. Man gets Sterling off the fields. He's been playing bad, but there was nothing he could do there. Yeah, and I think in a few moments there is nothing he really can do. Moments like the start of the game, the first 2 minutes, yeah, Felix, that is a moment where you need to be boom. I thought he was recreating that Liverpool moment. Same identical thing, you know, started the game, Felix is through on goal, and on 2 occasions it's led to nothing. That is, if you're for a player like Felix, you're gonna have higher standards, right? Oh, Felix, man, didn't read the pass from Kante. Like, why was he going to be an option out wide when Reece was already there? Like, it's details like that. But anyway, good defending from Fofana to read that and intercept that pass to Benzema. Cucurella plays it. Good pass to find Felix by himself, and he sprays it wide to Sterling. That's good play. Come on, Raheem. Come on, Raheem. Oh, bro. Doesn't have that Vinny pace anymore. Nah. I mean, I don't think Sterling ever had that Vinicius Junior pace, but it's still... The pace ain't pacing like it used to. But that's what I mean. Like, you know, I respect Sterling. I really do. But I think one of the reasons why Pep let him leave Man City is because, you know, Sterling only gets past his man using his pace. And for his system to work, he needs guys with threat and quality 1v1. Fuck off. Piss off, man. Are you taking the piss? Oh, my Lord, man. I'm sick and tired of this fucking season. I'm actually sick and tired of this season, man. Fuck off. Like, are you serious? We're done. We're done. These balls over the top. Fucking Cucurella. Fuck. I mean, you know what? Like I said, when KK was coming off, you decide, do we maintain how we're playing? Or do we use this as an opportunity now to bring on an attacking player to try and do something different and apply the pressure? But the respectful route ended up costing him because Cucurella, of course, this guy's out of position coming in the second half. And that's fucking it now. Oh my god. This is, you know what I hate the most about this season? It's like you wait for all these games, yeah. You wait for all these games and you're hoping something's going to happen. Things are going to be different. And every single time it's an anticlimactic game. Every single time. Anticlimactic. I think this is why everyone hates this season more. And I think this is why everyone's even angry over this season. Because it's just all this build-up that leads to nothing. Like some impotent team. Oh my god, bro. That's mad. So I guess our only hope right now is just defend for our lives and hope we bring back a 1-0. But now Alaba's taking a free kick. Okay. Fuck. Nah. 2-0 is better than 10 men. Ben bailed out. Exactly. He bailed out Cucumber too. Ben had to take that red for the team. This guy, man. The unluckiness keeps on building and building. This is what I mean. Like, what? Felix ain't going to win nothing in the air. Like, playing this defensive way, I get it. I get it. I really do. I don't even think it was a dumb way to play it. People should keep things real. A lot of people wanted to see 3-5-2 with us playing a game like this, yeah? But against Madrid, the games where we've won and done things is by not respecting them, by pressing them, by winning balls in their half, by showing no respect, by getting in their faces, by fouling, by being more intense, by being more physical. It feels like we've let them play a little bit, but leave it open a little bit, babes. It's a bit hot. Sorry. But it feels like we let them come on to us and play a little bit, man. You gonna come in? Ah, flipping hell. That's it. Kukurea stupids. Now, it's one of those games where afterwards I'm going to think to myself, why, if only we played a bit more attacking football? Like, would we have really been picked off that much? Would we not, like, create a little bit more? Like, Sterling and Felix have been working on scraps quite a lot of times. And you're not going to be getting counter-attacking moments like that in abundance, you know? Like, look, we have to play long kicks now to who? We're just going to lose the ball again. Look. Okay. So Havertz and Chalobah are coming on, so we are defending for our lives right now. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, Mateo, that wasn't the time to do skills, bruv. Oh, good, 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 good. Stay on the floor, stay on the floor. Okay, Fofana. 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 Camavinga, this flipping cheat code, man. What a tackle. What's a tackle? Kansei finds it to Reese. Like, these guys want, like, wide support. There's no proper width. I mean... Cover on the ball. Again, just playing passes to other people to deal with it. It's done nothing to influence the game at all. Best Sam, Cuckoo in, and already somehow the worst on the field instantly. Already asleep instantly. I get you're going to not have the same sharpness, need a bit of time to get in, but flipping hell. Maybe we've invited this pressure that we've been inviting, this running behind the ball over the top for most of this game. That's how Madrid have been getting through us, creating their moments. Playing breaking us down in a very different way to how we played against them in the other games. But yeah, part of me, listen, I understand why with the context of this season. I really do. And listen, I know that we could have played attacking football and got beat. But it always feels better when you see your team going for it more, right? But, oh, Camavinga. See, it's just been things like this whole game. Players slipping at the wrong time. Players losing the ball at the right time. Players body positioning being off at the right time. Players going to sleep at the wrong time. It's been an accumulation of all these like small little mistakes, right? Just building up and building up and building up. That's what teams like Madrid can do in terms of that pressure they're putting on you. The quality they have. The stress you're going to naturally feel. But, you know, even this sub, you know, Kai... Yeah, he'd be running for his life, going for balls in the air. What else can he really do? Chalobah's coming on. Is that for Fofana? For Felix? Okay, for Felix. So we are going into 2011, 2012 form right now. That is the energy we're looking to harness. Where we want to obviously bag this win or bag a result by defending and playing this way. But my thing is, are these guys good enough to play that type of defensive football? Is that yours, Kai? Okay. Offsides. Ah, my guy's first touch of the ball is offsides. Was Sterling on for Lampard has proven to be just like Potter. I think one thing, irrespective of what we think of these players, is that, listen, we've had three proper different managers, yeah? All of proper excellent, mid-tier and bottom tier, right? And no one's found a way to use this attack. Like, for me, it's a bit deeper than just blame the individuals now. Like, should Sterling be played this way? No. But it's like, when you have to play for a result and your attack doesn't really accommodate that, you know, it makes things harder. Like, we don't have an Osimhen that would be doing the dropping thing for us right now, you know, leading the line, holding the ball up the fields, you know, really being a battering ram, right? So that's going to limit how good this way of playing is naturally going to be. So I sympathise for all these managers, from Tuchel to Porter to Frank Lampard, because, you know, you need to make sense out of something senseless, in my opinion. And this is where this summer has to be the year of fine-tuning the squad. We are this team. Some of you guys leaving, it's got nothing to do with not being good enough. We just can't accommodate all of you right now. We can't do that anymore. Because this is what happens, you know. Managers constantly have to spend even more time figuring out how to use a damn attack. But normally that's like the first thing they're figuring out before they get here. So, again, you know, if Sterling wasn't on, if someone else was on, is it really making a fundamental difference to how we're playing? If Mudryk was playing over Sterling, is that making a fundamental difference to how we're playing in terms of having more goal threat, having more shots on goal? It's not doing that, because how we're playing as a team limits what individuals can do in that sense. So it's just to get a red card too in a game like this, with Ben being off too, that's a real bummer. I'm not gonna lie, that's a real bummer to not have Ben even for the second leg. But I'm gonna have Cucurella to rely upon. Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer, man. Eugene, exactly. You're right, man. Broja's been a big loss this season. Broja, I feel for this kid, because there's potential for him to not even be playing next season because of the guys we're looking to sign, etc., etc. He got the injury at the wrong time, because I think he'd be getting so much game time, because he's the type of forward that this team kind of needs a little bit, you know? A strong guy that can run the channels, that can carry the ball, that can hold the ball a little bit. Yeah, he's not perfect. He can learn a lot more. But he's got the basic fundamentals that I think many managers would have relied upon. I mean, Porter gave minutes to Broja straight away, didn't he? He scored that great goal against Wolves. So he wasn't opposed to using him. So just timing killed this guy. Good defending, Silva. His interceptions have been good. Plays out wide to Cucurella, but where's the option for the ball now? You know, Cucurella has to do, like, we got to do tiki-taka, and I mean, constantly losing balls in midfields. And cover, okay, we relied upon the defense to bail us out again. But that's what I mean, like, if you had a Mudryk maybe in this game, of course it's all hindsight now, it means nothing right now, it really doesn't. But, you know, just, you know, Madrid's having Rodrigo and Vinicius, you know, tugging the touchline really wide. How many times are they opening the game up for these guys to carry the ball and run in fields? And how much damage is that causing with their runs and behinds or their ball carries? Like, we have solutions in this squad in terms of, like, those types of wingers where Sterling could have played on the right wing, Mudryk could have played on the left wing, and we are able to create a bit of balance or be an outlet at least. Like, we have those solutions. But again, when there's so much players and you know, conceptual things to think about, like, I think games like this can happen where you think, okay, the best players for us to be resolute defense, and, you know, maybe there's a better solution with this team, but you have to be a bit braver. Like, it'll be a big shame if Mudryk doesn't come on in this game. I'm not expecting him to just turn everything around for us, but his pace in a game like this, but the game is a bit open to, I think it makes a difference. At least it does something. It helps the team out a little bit. Free kick times. We've been wasteful from every free kick so far. And again, we just passed it, finding Reece on the right. Who's inside the box? No one's inside the box. And this is why the ball gets played backwards again. You know? It gets played back because we don't have that. So we're very lucky that we somehow got a corner from this moment, because God knows how we did that. But as we feared, obviously, using a 3-5-2, there's not enough box threat. I mean, but... it's mad. Asensio coming on and Rudiger coming on too. Rudiger against Kai Havertz. I'm not looking forward to that battle. I'm not looking forward to that at all. What are you guys saying in the chat right now, though, in the meantime? Where's Matisse? Only Chelsea fan with some sort of common sense. Where's Matisse? Okay. Low, told you cover is crap. Now you see why. Yeah, you know my thoughts on cover. The banter I'm bound to face tomorrow. Oh, good luck, mate. Vinit, we are in crisis, bro. We've literally typed that every week. We've been in crisis. What's the word that comes after crisis? I think we're there right now. It's beyond that. Come on, Kukurea, do something good. I think the circumference area he was able to create with his the surface area improved with his hair, and I think we literally just got put off by that. And that was a terrible joke, and I literally embarrassed myself in front of 500 people. So, Still keeping that back 5-3-1. I get you guys. Is it a result if we keep it to 1-0? I think so, to be fair. If we can, of course. But if we can keep this to 1-0, we have to go for it hard second leg. Carves out Valverde's. The rotations from the right. The link up with Sensio, Carvajal. I think Madrid have been very good at forcing our wing backs to have to engage. Like if you look at the positioning of like the fullbacks or the wingers, they're always like a bit deeper. That they're not very close to our opponent, like to our defenders, right? They're not close at all because when the ball comes to them, that forces our players to have to run and close them down. But because their distance is a little bit deeper, it's just creating a bit more space for Real to play through us right now. They're just playing off us a bit more, just to free up a bit more space to play through us. Anyway, that was a good interception from Kukurea. There's been tons of interceptions. I mean, I'm expecting them, to be fair. Short across. And of course, 2-0. Outside the box shots. Outside the box. And Kepa can never save them at all. Can never save them. And fuck me, this is a shambolic, man. Honestly. It's just so pitiful. Nah, absolutely getting bullied right now. Just not even done enough. I mean, fuck me. Look how simple that is, man. Between two guys' legs. How many teams have made that same chance against us? Finding a guy. Remember McGinn's goal for Aston Villa? Or how many times is a guy peeling off his run to get outside the box to get ready for a shot? And first time, Asensio, boom. Flipping hell. It's actually, the way the game started, you're thinking, okay, can we maintain this? But we're all thinking in the back of our head, listen, 3-5-2 is a bit defensive, How are you going to create opportunities to really attack and break them down? You're not going to do that. And now to be 10 men down, now you're 2-0 down. This is the territory now where it's based, listen, unless we somehow blags a goal to make it 2-1 at least, this is the territory where you're thinking we're not going to be getting into the semi-final now. Mount not playing, Gallagher not playing. It's a lot of respect shown, and for guys like Cover never does nothing in the big games for me. There's a reason why he doesn't play in the finals for Madrid or Croatia or nothing. Felix, I think he's been left to dry a little bit. Felix and Sterling ain't enough against Real Madrid. It's not enough, And then obviously some poor performances too. Looking at Fofana, not his best game. Kukurea's been a bit mid since coming on. You look at the talent on the bench too. We came in with like Ruben and Co last season, and the game we played against them, by having no fear, by pressing high, by trying to win the game. I kind of feel like we didn't win the game. We didn't try to win the game today. Like every time we're out wides, where's the wing back's option? He's got no proper option out wides. Someone has to bust the gut to get wides, but there's no proper option out wides. Free kick? I mean, of course not. Nah. And another foul. No foul this time. Can we somehow bag a goal just to make it 2-1 to give us hope for the second leg? And this is what I mean. No connections. Like, Connor, you were making that run. Why did you stop? Like, what else could Enzo do then? You called for that pass. Oh, yeah. I hate... I think after this game... Yeah, bro, I just want the season to end now. I want pre-season to come. I don't care about the season at all now. You know, if we don't leave here 2-1, yeah, I got no hope. Another opportunity outside the box, but we're so deep that we just encourage teams to take shots. And when Kepa's in goal, everyone takes shots against us, if you realise that. Mad. Nah. This is by far our worst game against Real Madrid's. Maybe the first leg under Tuchel, maybe. But I think at least we had opportunities that the Lukaku missed, the Kai misses. I mean, am I saying something mad if I'm saying this team without Mason Mount? I think this guy has always done a lot of good stuff for the team that helps us. And, you know, him not playing. Like, look right there. Listen, I know he's got a yellow card for that. But he's the type of player where he doesn't respect his opponent. Listen, it's a foul. It's a foul. But when you're playing against teams like this, you can't have respect. You have to show them you're up for a fight. Because you're going to let them play with rhythm. You're not going to get in their heads. You're going to make it easy for them to play through you because they've been playing together for years. You want to disrupt that rhythm. And to do that, why do you think Tuchel kept pushing intensity to intensity? Like, our two-legged games against them, we won the Champions League, are some of our best games, actually, in terms of, like, a complete team performance. But, you know, that was the key to beating Madrid. And if you don't want to play that way, you have to be flipping goods in whatever else you're doing. You know, the times in this game where we pressed them a little bit higher, we've been winning interceptions, but we just haven't done that enough. We played with too much respect today and we've been punished. Enzo clears that near post. Carvajal's there to collect. It seems to be running very fine now. I thought he was dying. Asensio, another shot outside the box. These guys are just taking the piss now. Honestly, they're taking the piss right now. What, 3-4 shots in the space of 5 minutes? What's that saying? What is that saying right now? They're trying to turn this into a training session. That's what it's saying. Best Sam. Thank you, Best Sam, for the super chats. Really appreciate the support today, man. Not sure if you remember, but you predicted outside the box goals against Kepa. I don't hate Kepa, but Mendy needs to be playing. Mason should be in. I did say that. Kepa, long shot opportunities. I think a lot of people, before this stream even started, people were saying Kepa. I think sometimes it's a bit harsh, but I think why we say that is that we just don't see enough superstar moments from Kepa. Like, he doesn't do the unpredictable. He doesn't, like, keep you in a game when you have to, you know? He doesn't have that about him. He's, like, the level below in terms of, like, top-class goalkeepers. Like, he's good, but he's just not that good. And that's the issue we have. Like, when you're a top club, unfortunately, the caliber of player you need to have has to be a bit better, you know? That's the difference. Even when Courtois had some bad games for us, Courtois would be making something spectacular in that game to help us, you know? That's the difference. Look at the save against Raheem Sterling. But, just as I said, you know, if you want to beat Real Madrid in that preview before it got taken down, focus, because we are our worst enemy. And I think tonight, everything I feared has actually come in this game. You know, the mistakes, you know, the lack of threat, just the errors, you know, creating our own issues. Most of the goals we're conceding, not even really forcing, not making it harder for Real Madrid. That's what, if you're playing defensively, you need to make it hard for the team to even have shots outside the box. They have to work hard just to find the space against you. And I feel like we've just given a bit too much space that has made it a bit easy for Madrid to play through us at times. You know, if you want to play this way, if you got zones you have to cover, you need to be aggressive as hell. You need to be closing that space down. You can't be not going for 50-50s. You know, you can't be worried, oh, what if I miss this tackle? What if I do go through? Now, you need to go in there thinking I'm winning this tackle, yeah? Like, a lot of times we talk about the tactics, but these guys in the field, they are competing against each other here. They're in each other's heads. They're trying to capitalize on each other. They make the system work, but these players, yeah, they execute it. They make it happen. Who's the option inside the box? And that's the thing, right? The ball gets played back because Connor probably would have played a ball inside the box, but we don't have someone there right now. Obviously, we're down to 10 men. It's not going to help. But this is like our attacking, impotentness. Impotence. Yeah, impotentness. Man, I'm sorry you had to hear that, you guys. But like, I actually feel a lot more upset. But I mean, you've been here and done that how many times this season? You can't. It's just not a shock or surprise anymore. I'm already thinking about the things I'll be having to address and talk about in the review. But I mean, for months I've been waiting for this game, and that's always been the worst thing. When you wait for a game, Quava caught out again. Does he get the ball at least? Doesn't get the ball, and he's on his knees. Ceballos doing him up now, mad. Nah, the levels, this summer is one of the most important summers here because we are lacking so much, it's mad. And we need to start deciding what team you want to be because I'm tired of seeing these types of games where like you think to yourself, if only we played this way or that way, which we could have done if we used this guy or that guy. Look, who bears the option for Reece James? There's no one because the wing backs are too deep. All the balls are being played backwards and we're hoping Enzo's going to like push us forward. But then, look, he's pushed it to Kukurea, and now we've gone back 30 yards now. Now we're back on goal. Nah, it's not good, man. You can't do much with 10 men, but I mean, for most of the game, if you're not, like, this is how you respect teams like Madrid. If you're not going to make it half of them in these moments. Anyway, good play from Mount. Of course, good play from Mount. Surprised why Cover's playing over Mount in this game. I'm going to say that. But it's a free kick. I mean, can we do something? Mount on a set piece. It's been a long time since I've seen Mount on a set piece. I mean, can we do something here? So no subs, normal subs. Who's coming on now? Cruz off. Tchouameni's coming on. Oh my lord. 100 million Tchouameni's coming on now. Just to shore them up defensively even more now. The levels right now. Cover looks exhausted. Yeah. Mid-table team versus Real Madrid. Yeah, we're playing like one. Lampard made a terrible decision to not bring on Madrid. I think that's something we can discuss in hindsight now for sure. But Ziyech, I don't think Ziyech is doing anything realistically. No hate on the guy. I think he's been like messed around a few times here, but not in this game. I can't have Ziyech losing the ball and doing nothing with it. Can Enzo? Not a good delivery. He gets the ball back, super first touch. Can he get past his man? Not able to. At least Lampard's not got the job full time now. Yeah, I think if he had any hopes of getting it, it was doing something in the Champions. Even if he got us to like a semi-final and we just like lost out on penalties, that would go a long way in at least giving him a bit more like clout for the job, right? But I think something like this, because he was saying things like the clear plan. I just don't know if these types of players are, they can't do what we did in 2011, 2012. They can't do that. You need to be experienced guys to be playing like that, you know? Like, we didn't have many opportunities against Barca, but everyone we got, we put in the back of the net, and that's what we got through. I'm not expecting Kai and these guys to be able to play with that type of, like, mental focus, and to be able to do that. Not at all, man. Not at all. So, it was a big ask playing defensively like this, but we could have played to hurt Madrid a bit more. So it's not reassuring that there's like a lot of confidence in terms of our attacking game and the players right now. That was okay from Kepa and Trev then, but playing out from the back. Look how deep we are. We can't progress up. I think, yeah, I get the impression that Ancelotti knew exactly how we were going to play today. Using the wing backs, he's like, listen, your wing backs are not going to get forward. But anyway, Mount on the receiving end, super pass to find Cucurella, unlucky. No, it wasn't a super pass, but he tried, and that was the right passing in that moment, just to change the angle of the attack then. Borley is playing Clash of Clans right now. Yes, come on, can we carry it? And the referee, like, ref, why not let us play forward then? Did he have to call it back? This helps Real Madrid. Do you think Carvajal cares? Why did the ref blow the whistle and not let us carry on and take advantage? We've made it niggly. I mean, I don't think we've really made it that niggly, to be fair. Unless no one had any expectations for us. But, yeah. Cover's still on? Okay, he's still on. I get it, but I don't know. Maybe we're seeing it with different perspectives. Obviously, we're fans. We want to go in wanting to win. Maybe we have, well, maybe our expectations too high. The commentators are saying comments like we've nullified Madrid a bit. They're not creating as many chances. I mean, most of them have been coming outside the box recently. There hasn't been much box threat so far in the second half, but it's them ones where it's like we kind of know that we're not going to create anything really. And these teams are okay to sit back and invite us on. So it's just like, is it really nullifying them? Or is this more cancelling each other out right now? I think Madrid are okay to be cancelled out if it means we're cancelled out. If both teams are cancelled out, then advantage goes to the team in the lead now. That's what I mean. I feel like a lot of turnovers in midfield have come from the fact that when someone's winning a ball, where is like the straight immediate option to pass to or release the ball to? Like, who is that option there? Now, we've had a few set pieces and we've wasted every single one. It's been the most disappointing part of our game by far. Is our set piece play today. Can we do... Oh, I've been saying it all the whole time, man. Let's see what happens with this moment here. Easily headed away. Easily. How the hell is Mudryk not playing? Yep. Mourinho would have played the under-21s the next game. Seriously, this team's a mess. I mean, listen, if Mourinho was a manager, we'd be playing even more defensive, yeah. So I'm not even thinking much is happening. Let's not act like Roma are top of the league right now. Again, that's the only real option is that right inside of Reece James doing something. Oh, couldn't cancel it out. Come on, Cucurella, stick with him, buddy. Look at Asensio just coming on, running things against us. I don't think there's going to be much extra time. It looks like 2-0 Madrid first leg. Because it's them ones where it's like, even if we came back to get a goal, Madrid are definitely scoring against us to Stamford Bridge. They're doing that. They are getting a goal. They're not going to not score against us. 2-0 is respectable for 10 men, but even then it's not much. I mean, the commentators gassing it, but Madrid don't have to force nothing now. They're in the lead. That's what these commentators aren't getting. They don't have to force to play. They don't have the game's counted out for both. They're cool, calm. If you want to waste time doing nothing, we're more than happy to do nothing as well too. So there's nothing to get gassed about. But Ancelotti, it keeps giving me like training ground vibes now this second half. 5 minutes extra time. Not had one effort on goal, not one force like save, nothing. Not even got the ball inside the box right, have we? Other than from a set piece. See, Madrid just happy to keep the ball, keep the ball, keep the ball. They're in the lead right now. Is he going to play it back? No, he doesn't. Valverde pass takes out two of our guys. Plays it to Carvajal. Cut back. Jalaba sweeps it up nicely then. Kai Havertz carrying. God, good luck. Benzema, he's been quiet in this game, but yeah. And that's one pass taking us out. Oh my God. Ah. If that was it, then there's no point even tying up for the second leg then. But look, one pass taken out. Ah, the pacing behind all game. Kepa with a weak save. Oh, why did Mendy have to lose his form and get injured? Like, a part of me thinks if Mendy was in goal for most of these games, like, is things a little bit different? Or is this what we're just doing? We just fool ourselves into thinking if only one guy was playing, if one guy was doing this, one guy's doing that. Does it even make a difference anymore? Yeah. Wow. I mean, everyone's guessing that we're still in the game going down to 10 men, but we've not really caused any danger since that for 60 minutes now. Just tame effort after tame effort. Like, if the game plan wasn't maybe to play to Joao Felix, like, would we have done things differently using the wingers instead of like forcing Felix into the team? It seems like we really want to sign Felix, so it's not too reassuring that there's not like a proper game plan to really get the best out of him. That's the shame. I think if you want to use Felix, you have to be a very attacking team. Like, you can't be playing defensive football. You have to go to play to attack to win. Oh, come on! Oh! Oh, Mount, that's unlucky. I thought Mount was going to make it, get a goal back at least. Oh, that touch of Mount was decent. Just what a tackle from Rudiger. Seeing it from that angle there, that is all Rudiger. Look at that touch for Mason. Oh, Mason's got no tech. Like, no one appreciates that is the tech right there. You know, how many players are miscontrolling the ball in that moment? In one touch, he opts himself for a shot. And look at that. Look at the celebration from his teammates. Like, that was a massive tackle from Rudiger that stopped us maybe getting a goal. But that's what Mount does. I mean, yeah, I think Mount needs to get more respect now. I think we're seeing that without his influence. Everyone thought, oh, no Mount, no Mount. Finally, we're going to be unlocked. Nah, we're delocked without Mason Mount. The guy knows how to win football games. Come win that. Played. Close him down. Don't let him put the cross in, man. Yes, Mason. Unlucky. Final minute to go. Just don't concede a goal at least. Okay. We should have saved Mudrik's money for Osimhen. I mean, this is what I mean now. You know, and that gets you thinking, is Felix even needed when we have other... I mean... Oh, Wesley. Oh, my brother Wesley. Clear that, man. Where's the option for Reece? Never had an option out wide the whole game. I don't know. I think the guys are being a bit nice towards Frank. Listen, it's not being terrible for Frank. I'm not going to say it is. I'm not going to say he was wrong to defend against Real Madrid. I mean, come on. Most people had us to play a game like this. That's what people wanted to see. But, I mean, just for my personal take, I prefer to have seen us play to win the game, you know? Just a little bit. Play to win the game. Maybe it would have been the case if it wasn't for that red cards, you know? And of course, then Cucurella only came on because Koulibaly went off injured. And because of that ton of events, Cucurella's not paying attention to that running behind. And Ben comes off with the red card. Like, you, as a manager, you can't predict those moments. But I've always felt like... if you're just a bit positive sometimes, if you gave Madrid a new threat to think about in the second half, and Mudrik's pace on the left, give something for Carvajal. Both their fullbacks got yellow cards, and both their fullbacks not put under any pressure. Not under any pressure at all. You tell me Mudrik, one little Vinny run on the left-hand sides, it's not putting this guy under pressure? Like, that's what I mean by the little moments that you deny yourself from being able to have. And if you're a bit positive, that change manifests in what you're doing in the final thirds, which manifests in how the other team's defending. And then maybe that Rodrigo run never comes to begin with, because no one's in that position at that time. Yeah, it's a realistic defeat, but of course it's disappointing. It is disappointing. I get why we had to play this way, but unfortunately, I'm looking at Joao Felix a bit differently. I kind of feel like if it wasn't for Felix, I'll be even really playing a 3-5-2. Really, I'm gonna ask you guys this: if Felix isn't playing right now, I'll be really playing 3-5-2. I'll be. Because you're thinking, okay, I know if I got Mount or if I got Kai, at least I know I can press from the front. That's how we used to win games, by pressing from the front, right? And we're not doing that no more. We don't do that no more. And I just kind of feel like if that was the case, does Felix really force managers now to really have to think about how the whole team plays? Because, again, what could Felix even realistically do in a game like this? I mean, where was the threat? There was no wide support. We couldn't get in those positions quickly enough. Madrid's were better than us, I'd say, in this game. So, I mean, there's so many different possibilities and things to talk about. But, my friends, I'm going to have to bounce right now and get this review cracking and get started with that right now. But, yeah, it's just a realistic result, but it's just disappointing still, I'm not going to lie. So, if you want to hear more of my constructive thoughts and opinions, you guys see me in the next 45 minutes. So thank you to everyone today for the support, for interacting, for being involved, for watching the game with me, and for the super chats to everyone today too. I'm always eternally grateful, and it still feels weird to get super chats, even though I've been getting a few over the years now. I don't know. It feels a bit it feels a bit weird at the same time, but it's a nice gesture that you guys really, support the channel and support what I do, and it does mean a lot. So my friends, I'm the EFC, this is BlueLionsTV. Catch you guys later.